For years here at Two on Your Side, we've brought you a series of reports that we called Unsolved, looking at many of the cold cases in our region. We even turned it into an award-winning podcast series. And these aren't just interesting stories, though a lot of people are tuning in for them. Each one, remember, represents a life, a mother, a father, son, or daughter. And now Chautauqua County has created a new unit to take a fresh look at these unsolved homicides and missing persons cases. As the Jamestown Post-Journal first reported, two longtime investigators have been hired to work in this criminal investigation division. Both of them previously worked homicide cases out on the West Coast. Joining us live right now to talk about this is one of those men, senior investigator Tom di Zinno with the Unsolved Crimes Unit in Chautauqua County. Sir, it's great to have you on. We really appreciate your time. And I went through some data today from a group that's called Project Cold Case, which keeps track of cold cases all over the country. There are 125,000 unsolved homicides in this country over just the past 20 years. Kind of a staggering number when you think about it. Chautauqua County has an excellent clearance rate, almost 75% for those types of cases over the past couple of decades. But it still adds up to 21 unsolved homicides there since the year 2000. Can you tell us how this new unit is going to work and why this is a focus there in Chautauqua County?
Well, I think the County Sheriff Jim Cutrone and the District Attorney Jason Schmidt have been out in front of trying to get into solving these cases to bring closure to the victims' families. And I think they finally have put together a unit to do this when given us complete cooperation across the board with many different agencies. So that we could focus primarily on this without any other collateral duties interfering.
Obviously, you'll be working closely with the district attorney's office there, other people in the sheriff's office, and then remember, there are other police departments in Chautauqua County as well. So I know this is a collaborative approach, as it always is, but what kind of work will you be doing for this unit, and in what ways is this different than how the sheriff's office has previously approached these cold cases?
Well, again, I don't think there's that great difference in how cases are investigated. What is different is focus, and the focus bringing in people whose sole and only duty is to look into these cases, generate new leads, use new technology. That's what's different, because we're not going to get pulled off to take care of a homicide that happened last night and then spend 4 to 6 weeks chasing those leads. We have one job, and that job is absolutely undeterred by other duties.
Yeah, it's all about priorities, right? And using the resources that you have and deciding where you're going to put them. I know that this unit is very new, but I wonder what cases specifically right now that you're already focusing in on. And I know we asked you about that earlier today, and what update you might be able to provide our viewers on some of these that you have a particular interest in at this point.
Sure, we have 8 cases in hand at the moment. 4 that we have opened and started to look in very closely. Obviously, the Yolanda Bendix case from 2004 in Jamestown, the Jane Doe, a body who was discovered here in December of 1983 in Ellery, Kathy Wilson from 1988 in Faulkner, and a new one that we have just regenerated is Judith Threckhold from 1976 in Silver Creek. Those 4 are open, and we're looking very proactively at new leads, new technology in those 4 cases.
Yeah, they all got a lot of attention here in Western New York, and everyone obviously has an interest in solving those cases. So I know you're looking for people's help. Before I get to our final question, and I want to ask you about how the public can kind of help you and where they can find out about this, I wonder if you can just share some of your background. I mean, I read in the newspaper that you and the other member of your team both worked homicide cases out on the West Coast. What is your background, and how did you end up here?
Tom Tarpley and I have both been investigators in Southern California. I in San Diego County, Tom in Orange County. Tom has a great background in cold case. He would lead a case unit out of the Orange County District Attorney's Office. I worked in both San Diego PD and in the National City Police Department homicides. So we have a very rich background in solving homicides, and I think together. We're both from, worked in Southern California, but Tom lives in Westfield here and has for years. I'm originally from Cleveland, and in fact, my family has an unsolved homicide on our roster. My aunt was murdered and it was never solved in the city of Cleveland.
Wow, yeah, that certainly brings a perspective to the job that you're doing, no doubt. Finally, for the families of victims in some of these cold cases, I wonder what your message is to them now that you have this sort of dedicated unit, and then what should the general public know about how they can help you and how they can get information about these? And as you're answering this question, we're going to show our viewers, the email address, your website, phone number, and that kind of information.
Great. Never give up, families. Somebody's always looking. The work that was done on these cases is excellent. Times have changed. People have changed their opinions. They have less fear about talking out. There's new technology, things that we could do that are different. So communicate with us. And we've built a whole system through Facebook, through the internet, through phone calls, hotlines. There's a new system up that you can contact us with. Your information is always going to be kept confidential. Don't have fear. Come out and talk. Let's close these cases. Let's bring solace to the families because they deserve it.
And this, of course, just one county in our region. When you add up all of the unsolved cases in Western New York, I think people probably don't have a full appreciation of just how many there are out there, but good to know that there is this renewed focus where you are. Tom di Zinno is with the newly created Criminal Investigation Division at the Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office looking into these cold cases. Please keep us apprised as you have developments, and thanks so much for your time.
I do. Send in ideas, notes. We're welcome.
Very good, sir. Thank you very much. We appreciate your time.